So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Hi everybody, Martha here. So today we're doing the last for the Five Nights at Freddy's book, besides the 12th one that will probably have like real short stories or unfinished ones, like what happened with Token, the unfinished tales. Probably, I don't know if I even get that one. Hopefully they sell it alone, so I have to buy all of these together again. But anyway, this one's called The Pranksters, and so is the one in here. And this one I didn't like. I mean, I liked the part of it, but not most of it. I did not like. So this one is about a guy named Jeremy. This is like the fourth Jeremy had, because we had one in the second game as the security guard. We had one on the gravestone, so he's one of the kids that got murdered and got stuffed into one of the animatronics, and he's in the VR game that cut his head off, that cut his face off. So, and this is technically the fourth one, and this is also takes place in the VR. They're like making a VR game. We don't know if it is for Freddy's game because they never specified that this is for Freddy's in this. So, and he has two other workers that work with him, Parker and Hope. Hope, he has a big crush on, and Parker is likes to pull pranks on him all the time, and I guess to impress Hope. Both of them are trying to impress Hope. And so the two pranks that he pulls off of him, one is where he slips in a chip into his chips that is really spicy. Hope does not like it because she thinks it's for there to be action. And the other one is when he drinks vinegar and instead of water, and she liked that one. But and so they end and he sees two of his friends, Matt and Ty, at a restaurant. They convince him to ask Hope out. And the next day, when he was going to try to do it, his birthday, and apparently both of his friends are kidnapped, and we hear like a voice over, and he's like saying, "Hello, Jeremy. Want to play a game?" Basically, because he's making Jeremy play a game. He thinks it's Parker doing it, but so he finds teeth, fingernails, and by the time it gets to when he finds like one of their faces. So this is kind of gruesome. It does remind me a lot of Saw, this scene, and this is the part I kind of, even I've never seen any of those movies, and never probably will, because I think they're disgusting. But the Hunter, I did like the fact that he was making that the bad guy, that he thought it was Parker, but it's probably not. And the way this story ends, we will never know. It's frustrating. And so I thought it'd also be like a little cry of wolf situation, that because Parker always put pranks on Jeremy, and he thinks that, and he finds out this one time actually it cost the fact that he thought it was a prank cost Parker his life, but we don't ever find out really because how this ends. Let me read it to you guys how this one ends. Jeremiah didn't recognize the room, which Hope and Parker had filmed in. It was too dark. It made out too much of the settings. However, he made a discard what the table of which they stood. It's kind of shaped a kitchen, scissors, and unused chopping meat, and vertical knives, and raising size, and the small, huge clever. It was perfect, Parker said to Hope. Then he turned to face the camera. Now that you had a birthday surprise, there's a good chance that Hope and I need to get to the hospital. He grinned at the game show host. I bet that we do, Hope said, laughing. The smile faded from Parker's face. Okay, Parker, he said, yelling at the camera. I'm ready. Give us a knocking. Knock, knock. As first, Jeremiah thought the knocking was coming from the videotape, but then he realized the focus of the sound was applying closer away from his feet. Something was knocking very low in the closet from inside. Without even thinking about it, Jeremiah stared from the floor from the room, and his gaze was fixed on filming of the TV screen. Now that you have expressed us, the Parker's video said, Hope and I have work to do. Parker leaned towards the camera and holding a pair of pliers and closed needling and let out a trademark hee hee. The screen went black. Jeremiah stood and froze, confused and terror, as the pliers closet slowly inched open. And that's how it ends! That's how it ends. It feels like I'm watching an old movie where it tells you that ends off at a bad spot, or you're reading a book that is at a cliffhanger. And this is what the freaking cliffhanger. And we're never going to find out what happens. Never. Because they don't ever have a continuation with these books of the stories. Only when we do is see is the epilogue at the very end. That's the only one we see continuations. But these other ones don't. We don't ever know if Parker really was doing the prank or Parker really was dead. Both Parker and Hope were really dead. We don't ever get to find out. It's frustrating. I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that, again, this story has nothing to do with that. It could be for anything like that. And I like the cover of this. Look. Look at the cover of this. I like the fact that it's a guy standing in the middle of the light. And there's monsters on the side. And there's not even monsters in this one. Technically, there is a person who might have kidnapped Parker and Hope. But he does not ever show up. So I thought, when I was reading it, I was listening to it, I thought at first maybe it was William Afton being William Afton. Instead, this kind of went after adults instead of kids. But no, none of that. We don't get any certification. And yes, there's horrification, and this, I guess it reminds you a lot of Saw. Why would we dealing with that dumb puppet anyway than what this thing gave us? But it looks, I did not like it at all. I'm probably gonna give this one, and since I liked a little bit of part of it, but the payoff was so bad. So I'm probably gonna give it a 2 out of 10. Worst one so far. So I'll see you guys later. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, and I won't be doing an overview for Supergirl because I did not watch the whole entire season at all. I watched the last episode of it, it was really good send off for the show. Only part is I really wish that we had Barry and Clark in it, but I won't be able to do it since I did not watch the last of the season because I did not. I got to one certain episode, and after that episode, I stopped watching because I felt like the actors weren't caring anymore. I felt like they did not care, the story didn't care, and so I just stopped watching it. So don't expect any Supergirl review. Sorry. So, but I did like the last episode. So bye bye.